Y'all, like, what's happening? Like, it was just really cold. What is a bee doing? Like, listen, I don't mind the little honeybees because they cute. They come and eat the white clovers. I don't fool with them. Why not? What they do? They wake up when it get warm or what? Okay, I had to run. I'm not going that way. Anyway, I'm preparing some projects in my yard, and a lot of them are going to have to do with beautiful gardening. Okay, always learning. And so one thing I forgot to do, as I showed you guys on my Diamond Lioness channel, YouTube channel. Okay, there's a big ass dog, man. These people love, and I'm not trying to be mean, I don't body shame, because I'm a big woman, but they be the skinniest. I'm gonna say petite, because I got petite daughters, and my kid's dad is petite, so they be the most petite people with these big ass dogs. And you got my, big self with the small dog. Now what's happening? And the dog there's a big old German Shepherd, so we're gonna wait. And you see her, look at her. Like she gonna do something. She got Napoleon complex, and so I don't want no smoke. Amen. So today we say I'm a blessed are the peacemakers. I'm being a peacemaker today and forevermore. Anyways, I forgot, as I'm building my permaculture, I showed you guys on Diamond Lioness, my YouTube channel. I forgot to put, for the new one that I'm building, my chicken wire down. Now, what is the reason of putting chicken wire down? And if you don't know what like permaculture is, horticulture, it just has to do with gardening, being known about botanicals and seeds of that nature, and how to interact with the earth in different forms of gardening. Permaculture in particular, they use some forms called no-dig. There's also like a no-dig formula where a lot of people are saying like the earth and the soil is not as good as it used to be, which is not really. If you pay attention, in the 90s, we used to like play in the dirt. We used to play in the dirt. Okay, I used to play cooking and stuff in the yard. I don't know about y'all. Remember how black grayish, healthy the dirt used to look? You look at the dirt now, it's like literally like gray. Sometimes in some areas it's more sandy, okay? So what they're doing is to protect, there go another dog, man. Oh, we got two pits, but let's get out of here. These people love pit bulls too around here, okay? Girl. Because she trying to pull up. We ain't trying to pull up on nothing. Nah, come on, stop looking back. Let it go. Look. So, the dirt doesn't look so well. So then what they do is with the non-dig, and then he he can't even hold them dogs. Like, that just really pisses me off. I be trying to go for a nice walk, and they be having the biggest dogs and can't even hold their dog. It's like, would you take those damn dogs to a dog park? Anyway, it's called no dig. So when you do the no digging type of thing, you're building, you might dig shallow. Okay, some people do have different styles. I do not like the way this make my nose. You might dig shallow, and you're gonna add things like cardboard, old newspaper. Start saving your kitchen scraps. Chicken, you can do that too. Compost, paper, anything that can break down into organic matter. You're basically building layers of your whole new soil and adding back to the earth. It's a way of adding back to the earth while we're growing. Then you get your topsoil. You might want to get some manure, maybe from your local farm or from, Lowe's or Home Depot. And you just basically building layer upon layer upon layer to where you have yourself a nice little, you can use it as a garden bed or a nice little lot, okay, that's full of your newly found permaculture dirt, okay? So, let me show you what I'm talking about. I forgot the chicken wire. Why put chicken wire down? Well, you put chicken wire down because we have ground hogs and gophers over here. All right, and one of the ladies told me that. All right, one of the older neighbors. She's almost 100 years old, and she still does a lot of all her own yard work. Okay, very impressive. She told me that this is the permaculture here. They dig through the garden, and they was, pulling back down and stealing her vegetables. And I already have a huge fat rabbit over here that we feed to keep away from our garden, but she still kind of come over here, and she was eating all the collard greens last year, ate all the Chinese broccoli. So, you live and you learn. This is the first one we created here. It's not fancy. I did it late in the season. You know what I'm saying? I was doing some healing and stuff from other stuff, so You know, the kids helped tremendous. I'm very grateful to them. Okay? We literally built this. You put a layer of sand around down here so it won't sink down, and then you start building with your blocks. Now on the inside there, okay, you see I put some pond liner. That was just to kind of cross it out. I don't have to do that for the next one. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Some people do that to keep the weeds from growing up, and then you build permaculture on top of it and poke holes in it. You don't have to necessarily do that, okay? But this is my first baby. And then on top, underneath that, we put chicken wire down, cardboard. I use hay. Also, what was it? Wood chips. You could put wood chips down there, the thin shaved ones. And then we started stacking our topsoil, manure, all of that stuff down there. So you see, it's pretty shallow. Okay, I built probably about like this much, this big of a layer. Does that make sense? Like this. I don't know how many inches that is. Probably about 6 inches. It's very shallow. The weird thing is we had huge turnips that was growing, and they was growing so well out of the soil we built. It started growing out of the ground. They were big, and I got a big head. It's big as my head, my kid's head. You know what I'm saying? We got big foreheads and everything, so they was pretty big to be that big. And then the tomatoes did well. Okay, you can even see, even through the winter here in the Midwest, that's still some of the Chinese broccoli. Okay, look over here. This is one of the turnips there. I also took some wild edibles, and that's edibles that you can find in your backyard. A lot of people don't know about. Some black mustard, and it was just like some of the stuff was just popping up, and I took them out of the yard here, like around, you know what I'm saying? It's not stealing, it's from the earth. And I was putting some of those in there. So some of this is wild amaranth, and we were growing lamb's quarters, which is something a lot of people consider weeds. They're actually what they call wild edibles. So I put those in here as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if I can cultivate that, because you never know what will happen. You might have to learn how to grow your own food. So on top of that, I built this hoop house. We got this PVC pipe from the rummage sale, okay? Ain't no shame in my game. And I use these zip ties with this piece of this wood they gave me for free, and we were using that. Now this year I have to put some, what they call gardening, what is it, like a taupe or something you put on there, okay? To kind of be able to keep the humidity in there and keep them warm at night, okay? That one right there, that was just temporary. That came from a greenhouse I had that was destroyed in a tornado storm that we had last summer, which was crazy, okay? I was very upset. Had just set it up. I had sunflowers in there. I was growing cantaloupe, collard greens, and it just tore up. So I have some of those shelves still from that greenhouse that I might just grow a few microgreens on, just out and open. And I'm going to rebuild a greenhouse back here, okay? All right. Stronger than ever. So this taupe, this will be gone, okay? But to protect the garden and also to add more to the soil, you see, I put leaves down there. So that's the one we have back there. The one up here that I'm creating, which is right outside of my house, and is right next to this pond in the pot that I created, which is great. And I'm going to put some frogs in that pond in the pot so they kind of keep the spiders away, the harmful insects and stuff like that away, and eat them, okay? This one here, I started out by just setting down some boxes here, letting them break down. You know, it's raining, it's snowing. It might snow a few more times, get frost on it, let them start break down. On top of that, I'm going to have to put some chicken wire, okay? Just so the gophers won't push up through it. We put the chicken wire down there, and then I'll start getting my sand going around in this huge rectangle, and then I might choose a different design of brick. I got the cheapest bricks from last year, but they have some really cute ones I might be able to get. Maybe some that look like that, but that are smaller, and then we'll start filling those in. And I'm going to let them kind of just like cycle through nature before I start putting my planting seeds in there. Now, some of the stuff I'm growing from seeds, I'm already starting it in the home. The other stuff, you know, you don't have to just, I'm growing everything from seeds. You can get your stuff from those little seedlings that are already grown up. Just get them from your local nursery, your plant nursery. And you could just start growing your stuff, okay? So that's what we work on. I think I'm going to have my kids get a few more of these leaves here. And we're going to put all of those leaves back there on those gardens and add dirt on top of it. So that way I feel like I'm giving back to the earth. So it's a way to give back to the earth. It's a good way to garden. You feel good while doing it. Okay? So I know some of them don't feel well, but I might get out here by myself and start, you know, getting some of this trash out of the yard, getting it kind of cleaned up. All right. So that's permaculture. That's what I'm working on. So back to what I was saying. I'm going to be getting some frogs, and I want some mosquito fish and praying mantis that is going to be helping to be like a natural ecosystem against the predators against my beautiful garden. Okay. And then on top of that, I believe in traditional and a little bit of modern. Okay. I'm going to get the orchid man out here so he'll take these wasps down, because we have a pear tree in our yard. So call it calipear, whatever. It's a pear tree in our yard. And we have an apple tree back there as well, which I'm going to be planting more fruit trees, which I don't mind the honeybees, but them wasps has got to go. So we have natural predators that are around here. We have the rabbit, the infamous rabbit that loves to eat our stuff. And we throw like scraps out there for her. She'll take those and come over here and eat more. I was like, girl, what did you? So I might have to put some rabbit fencing up as well. And then the frogs are going to eat the wolf spiders, which are just, oh my God, they're just so territorial. If you guys never seen a wolf spider, go look it up. I didn't even know what it was till I moved over here. It's crazy. And then the praying mantis, which one naturally was just hanging out of my garden last year. I went to go lift up one of my turnip leaves, and he was literally sitting upside down, just like, I was like, whoa, you a good camouflage. You're trying to get them bugs. So he was up in there. And the wolf spiders was in there. He was eating all the little beetles, the little June bugs and stuff that was coming over there. So I can get a few of those, and I'm not scared of those. And I put them in the trees, maybe about 4 of them, and just kind of let them cycle around the house. Another good thing too was grasshoppers. We had grasshoppers naturally on the side of the other house, and they were naturally just eating stuff up. They protect my rose bushes. You guys know I've been cloning, trying to learn how to clone trees and rose bushes. I've been doing that as well. So we have some of them that survived through the winter. I got them in my house. So we have a mulberry bush that we cloned. We have a rose bush that we cloned, and it's the other ones didn't make it, okay? But these ones did, and so it was grasshoppers, big grasshoppers over there. And I started noticing basically that there was natural things in the environment that was attracted to my garden. And I was always told by a very wise gardener that when wildlife is attracted, which is my grandmother, okay, rest in peace. When wildlife is attracted to your garden, you're doing something right, okay? Now, just because it's attracted to it don't mean you want it to eat everything up. So I started noticing there was natural things that was coming that was attracted to my garden as well. Grasshoppers, praying mantis. We had 2 frogs over here the summer before last. And they were naturally attracted to the garden, and they were naturally helping to eat a lot of the stuff that was harmful to my garden. So I was like, okay, all right, learn it, right? So I don't want to get any wild frogs, we don't know if they're poisonous or not. So we'll be going to get some, tree frogs, some cute ones. I don't like those leopard frogs either, they're very ugly. And we'll get some praying mantis around here, just to kind of create a natural ecosystem for them. And I'm going to be working on the garden today. I'm very grateful, but I need to go get some chicken wire. Now, chicken wire can be expensive. I get the plastic one. So I know that'll break down after a while. Listen, okay? Or you can get a shorter one, of the metal, just a shorter amount, okay? But you definitely, before you try this permaculture, you want to make sure that you have some chicken wire down there, because those gophers and groundhogs will eat your garden up. You understand? So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that you feel well. If you don't feel well, get up, kind of stretch a little bit, get you some tea, open up the windows, get you some sun in there. Even if you have to do it for 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at a time, lay back down, and just kind of get your body moving, even if you have to breathe, all right?